Glory Hunters, it is Will reporting from Ibrox. Well, in a picture at least, anyhow. So, the new season is upon us, and by the time of this video's recording, it is Monday, the 5th of August. So, Saturday's already happened, and it's gave me a chance to think about what's coming with this squad and probably things that could happen with the season. Now, tail end of last season, we fell apart. I think injuries caught up with us. I'm in agreement with some of the players we had, where their headspaces were at, and the lack of quality we were seeing. We just never crossed that line when we really needed to. There was key games that we dropped points at, especially the Dundee game, and overall, if you were to tell me last season how it was going to play out after the disastrous start we had, I wouldn't believe you. So now we go into the summer, and with, let's be honest, off the field problems, stadium not ready, and now we're playing at Hampden. It took that long to try and get fixed, and we knew there was a rebuild again at Rangers, and it's starting to become like banter years all over again. But is there any light at the end of this tunnel? Is there? And the answer is, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Look at the signings we've made. We knew we needed a rebuild. We need a structure, a skeleton, something that it can compete with Celtic and go as far in Europe as we can. I will talk about Europe very shortly. Most importantly though, we need to win the league. We need to beat Celtic. That is it. There's only two things you've got to do if you support Rangers and Celtic, is you've got to beat each other. There's no other way. So, I've decided to go through the players we've signed, and are they the quality we need? Have we seen anything from them in the last, 4 pre-season games, then the opener, which one started, and we're getting told now that we might not see the team we want to see for another couple of months. We all know, if you're the manager of Rangers or Celtic, you don't get a couple of months. You get weeks. That is it. You get weeks. And there's an Old Firm game within a month. So, let's have a look at some of the key things I think in the team, and we'll look at some of the players. First and foremost, keeping Butland. We have to. We have to. I know a lot of people were thinking Captain Jack was going to be his season, but as of just now, Tavernier's still the captain, and I'll get to him in a wee minute, but keeping Butland is essential. What an upgrade to McGregor last season, and I think he's proved his point. He's a great number one, but for backup, getting Liam Kelly again from Motherwell, I think it's a great backup. Liam Kelly had a great season for Motherwell. Some of the stops he made, and even like some of the saves, was fantastic. Okay, you're playing in a Motherwell team where you know where you're going to finish each and every season probably, and if you get top 6, top 4, like, it's great for Motherwell. And Liam Kelly was a great goalkeeper for them, so to have him as a backup, I think it's a great signing. Now, into defenders. I love Tavernier. I genuinely do. I understand some of the criticism he gets, but this guy is stuck with us thick and thin. The goals alone, that tally is unbelievable. And when you look at the European run we had when we got to the final in Seville, do I think his time's up? I think we're starting to see it. Tail end of last season, he didn't look the same player, was the same captain we knew. And even during pre-season, now we get told he was carrying an injury, and we have to just try and get him fit again. During pre-season, he looked awful. And again on Saturday, he was nearly caught out again. I genuinely do think this is the last season for James, unless he gets... I want him to get fit again. I'd love to see him stay another 2 years if he's ultra fit and playing brilliant, but I know time's not on his side. He is in his 30s now. Can he keep up with the pace Celtic has in last season? Like I said, tail end, Scottish Cup, the game at Parkhead we needed to win. No, he just couldn't handle it. So I could be proven wrong, but just now I highly doubt it. One signing I'm quite buzzing about is a proper signing, a replacement for Connor Goldson, who did leave Rangers this season. I think Goldson, since he signed the extension, kind of didn't look interested. So the videos I've watched of this player looks cracking, very strong, tries to win everything. So I think having him and Big Leon as your main back two, I think that's a great partnership. Obviously try to keep Leon fit, but as it stands just now, they two would be my favourite back two for the defenders. I think we just need strong guys that are willing to fight for the jersey. Big Leon knows how to do that. Hopefully this guy does the same. Sterling, standout season last season for him, and I'm hoping we get to see more of him this season. Another guy that it just stands out to me as a leader, wants to win everything. So he's a good replacement for Tavernier if Tavernier goes. And this is what I'm looking at him for now. This is a season where, okay, you stepped up when we needed you. This is where we need you to take the reins if it comes to it. If Tavernier goes by the end of August, he's our main guy down that wing. Takes no prisoners. I'm happy with that. So fingers crossed, stays fit for the rest of the season. And if he has got to take over, what a guy, we've got a replacement waiting. Jeffetti or Jeffty, whatever you want to call him, I can't get his name right. Do apologise, guys. I have yet to see something this guy's done good. The Manchester United friendly, the Birmingham friendly, he got turned inside out. I don't know, he could prove me wrong, but so far from what I've seen, I don't have confidence in this guy. And I think Scottish football's going to catch him. You're starting to see that with a lot of South American players as well. Very few come through that are fantastic. Then you get ones that get totally caught out with the pace of Scottish football, how hard Scottish football is. People write our league off. It's a hard league. And I hope this guy's up for the challenge. But for what I've seen, nah. So now, midfield's Barron. I think it's a great signing. Great number 8. He started on Saturday. The only new signing to start on Saturday. And I thought he looked great during pre-season. Very solid. He had a great season for Aberdeen last year. And to bring like good calibre into that, like young, and a young player into the squad. Let's be honest, an aging squad the last couple of years now. We'll try to change it up with a few young players. I thought it was a great signing. Best of luck to the boy. I think he's going to be great for us, especially in the middle of the park. Now, on to a player, I've got to be honest, I think I'll be happy to see the back off. TikTok, Todd, Cantwell, I'm sorry, I'm sick of the guy now. He came to Rangers those initial 6 months, and he looked great. He looked fantastic. Now, I don't know. Obviously, we don't know what's happened behind scenes. He obviously is playing with the B team, according to Big Phil. But he didn't look interested. He goes missing in certain big games. Runs his mouth quite a lot. And I don't know if it's his attitude. It's put him where he is. I don't know. It's one of those ones where I think, Todd, your time's up. Move on. Apparently done the same with Norwich near the end of playing for them, for what I read. And I think it's time Todd moves on. Just moving from the squad, free up some of that wage bracket. If we get a couple of million for him, I'm happy. And at least then, just move on and that's it. Next, let's talk about Big Vaclav. I think this is a great midfield signing. Obviously played for Wolfsburg, we've got him on loan. And no-nonsense player. I'm happy with that. Get him right in midfield. That's what we need. We have been told he's not quite match ready, like a lot of the players. But I think he's going to be good for us. It's our type of midfielder. We need no nonsense. We need like a Barry Ferguson, just playing that midfield role. And I think the last couple of seasons we've kind of missed that. We've not really had that role kind of filled. The last time we really had it, and he was aging as well, and into that point as well, was Lee McCulloch. So hopefully, Guy does a job, and hopefully maybe we'll sign him next year. Now, now the forwards. Right, okay. Before we start talking about the forwards, do I want Shankland? Yes and no. I'd love to see Shankland play for Rangers. The only issue we've got then is, for what Hearts are holding out for, we have to free up the wage bracket. On top of that, we could also wait to January. If he doesn't sign a new contract, we could get him basically free next year. And I don't think he's like that at all. I think he would sign a contract to at least give Hearts something back. But I would like to see Shankland in the team, but will he do a job? That's the question. Will he do a job for Rangers? Are we living in fairyland thinking Shankland's our answer? Or is it we're right, this is like Chris Boyd all over again, we're right to get this guy at the proper age, get us the goals? Do you know what I mean? So we have to wait and see for Shankland. But Oscar Cortez played on Saturday. He's injured, for what I was reading. People are saying a season. You can't have that. This is, again, we've signed him on loan. We extended the loan. If he's out for a season, according to some news reports, and I'm talking about these are the ones, the fan ones, if what they're hearing, I think he should go back to his parent club. Hopefully it's nothing like that. Hopefully he's back soon. He never really got a fair crack last season, and he looked okay for what I could see, and then the injury came. That's what happens, unfortunately. But hopefully he does get back in time. But if not, unfortunately, it's time's up. Maybe Rangers is no meant to be. The big man, Danilo, I am happy he is ready to go after the injury he had last season. I think, as much as like we superstitious wise, that mask, he was scoring the goals with the mask, but the injury on the knee unfortunately kept him out the rest of the season, just when he was coming in form. And he was like that wee bright spark we could see out of those signings Michael Beale made. He was that bright one. We could see, right, something's happening here, but we just have to wait. But I'm happy he's fit again. Hopefully he gets more match fitness. We get him more games. He could possibly start on Tuesday night. We don't know. But to see him back in the team at least, that's the most important thing. Now, Big Dessers. This is a tough one, guys, because as much as Desser misses, and he misses a lot, right? He did get a lot of goals for us. And over the pre-season games, he was only one of the good points I could take away, that he's scoring goals. That, I don't know if that's a worrying thing. I don't know. I feel for the big guy, because obviously you can tell he's trying. Is it maybe the way style we play? Is it the deliveries he's getting that's not helping him? Saturday he had good chances, he hit the woodwork, he still missed other ones. I'm hoping this season Big Dessels comes into it and just proves us wrong. I would love to be proven wrong with Big Dessels. We just have to wait and see. Come 6 months, maybe, and if he's banging in the goals, maybe, right, okay, big man, you were right, we just have to give you time, catch up with how Scottish League plays, and we'll go for there. But he did bang us on a lot of goals last season. So fingers crossed, big man, I have got hopes for you. And finally, Hamza Agemi. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Again, I do apologise if I'm brutalising these names. We've not seen him yet, okay? But there is a lot of videos going about of Hamza playing for the games last season and the season before. For what I could watch and see, this is like Michael Moles when we were getting him. The goals were amazing, his play was amazing. But that's in video. And we kind of go that way, Dessels. He's got to be a good player for us. And then everything just, it didn't work out in the big games we needed. But for what I'm seeing for Hamza, I'm hoping he can. For what I can see on video, if he can do that in the Scottish League, why not have a front two? Or just have maybe one slightly play off the back, a him or Dessels. Swap the two of them around, something, because he looks good for what I've seen in the videos. But that's all we can do, is just watch videos until he puts on the jersey and comes out at Ibrox probably, which I think he will probably be match fit then. I'll be shocked if he's back before that, but again, this is what Big Phil was saying. The team he wants us to see won't be ready for another couple of months. And finally, just want to put this in because, again, you see the things on Google, you click them, you read them, especially if it's about your team. And there was the rumours that Big Phil could walk, especially with how the way the board has treated the team. The board has made a mess of things, and I think we were all honest. We wouldn't blame Big Phil during pre-season, like, this is what we're getting to try and build a squad to stop Celtic. But the big man signed to 2028. He's extended his contract to build a foundation, like he's saying, within the club, and we badly need it. We've not had a good foundation within this club since both Smith eras. Even McLeish came with a part of the Advocate, like that Advocate build, carried it on as much as he could, and then we've seen some of the players he brought in. I'm talking about Capuccio, Emerson, Ostenstad. That season's a write-off. You can, if you ever remember that, then it's a write-off. But Big Phil wants to build a foundation for the club, have a strong skeleton, and get us back in winning ways. I'm over the moon he's extended his contract. I think that's fantastic. So I'm hoping this season, this is the season, everything just goes right for him. So, where do I see the season going? And this is not a prediction or anything. This is just what we need. What we need. Okay. So, we had the first game, it was a draw. Better than a loss. We drew. But we didn't look great. That's only the first game of the season. Okay, we've still got a long way to go. A long way to go. But we need stability. We need to be consistent. And that's the most important thing. There's only two things, like I said, you can do if you support Rangers, is beat Celtic, win the league. That is it. I expect nothing more from them. This is the objectives I want. Personally, you've got to beat Celtic. You've got to win the league. If you get a cup down the road, brilliant. More in the trophy room. That league is the biggest thing we need. We need 56. We cannot wait years again to win the league. We need 56 this time. We need it. We were close last season. To even talk about a title run-in last season, I would have not believed you at all. And it happened. Yeah, we tripped and fell at the hurdle when we really needed it. But new season, here we go again. Europe. Now, we play Kiev tomorrow night on the 6th of August. I don't know. I'd love to be in the Champions League for the money. I'm just going to be upright and honest, because let's be honest, no Scottish team is going to go far in that Champions League, especially the way money's thrown about in the leagues now. We just cannot compete. But Europa League is a great second one to be in. And I do think Scottish teams can thrive in that Europa League. We've seen it. We've done great a lot of seasons. When Gerrard took over, we were nearly almost through a penalty shootout, and then just kept going through getting past the group stages. I'm happy playing on a Thursday night. I could take it again if we have to go that route. But that's it, Glory Hunters. That's just how I feel with the season going in, looking at some of the signings, some of our current players, and things that could and might not happen. But the only way we're going to know is how Rangers show up on the day they need to play. But Glory Hunters, thank you, and hopefully I get to see you all soon on a live stream or in our video. So remember, always hit that like, share and subscribe. And hopefully your team this season gets to do what you want them to do. See you after, Glory Hunters.